Hello everyone, today we'll be configuring IIS with WordPress and host a mini internal knowledge base on our server. So I didn't really get to explain myself last time, but what I'm trying to do is to make a sort of video series on common setups from client requests. Most companies or anybody you work for will always want some kind of knowledge base for organizational purposes and to cover their bases in case something were to go wrong. WordPress is a great CMS that provides users with the tool to create beautiful websites on the fly with little to no configuration. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. We're going to first start by installing IIS. Normally I'd tell you to just keep clicking next, but in this case we'll be doing some extra stuff. Also, as a pre-warning, I have already configured this server with the username, not the username, but the computer name WordPress server, and it's just in a normal work group. I'll be connecting it to our local domain later on another video, but for now, to make things a lot easier, I decided to just hook it directly to the internet. So we'll go to the server roles, and if we look down here, we can see that there's a web server IIS. So let's just click that and add the features. Now, I mentioned to you before that we're going to be adding another little extra step here. So you'll want to go into application development and add the CGI. Without this, you'll encounter a lot of errors and WordPress will never pretty much be set up. So let's just click next and install. Again, normally I'm just going to speed this up because it can take a while, usually around 10 minutes and it's done. So let's just get that over and done with. Okay, so it's finished now. You can see here that let's just close that off and let's just go to our IIS part. So once we're here, if we right click and choose Internet Information Service Manager, we'll be presented with this beautiful little screen here. Let's just expand that. So let's go to our WordPress server right here, and we're just going to extend it. And you can see there's a lot of options here to do many things. You can have like you can set up certificates or request filtering and much more things. So now that we've familiarized ourselves with it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the web platform installer. What this will do is it'll make installing WordPress a lot simpler. So just install it. It's a quick install. It shouldn't take any more than 2 minutes. So once that's done, let's just open back up our IIS manager. And we'll go back here to our WordPress. And if we look under management, we can see that we have the web platform installer option here. So let's just right click that and open the feature. Let it load up a bit. It can take some time, but it'll eventually work. So once we're inside, we're going to want to look for our WordPress. So WordPress, you can type it in a little search application here and it should find it. So you can see it here, WordPress. So just put the add and click install. Notice here it's going to ask you what type of database you want to use. It's going to automatically install MySQL because that is what WordPress works on. It will not work with Microsoft SQL Server or any others that you might want to use. For the password, I'm going to keep mine simple, password 01 as the norm. And just click continue. It's just going to review what it's going to download and install, and it's 187 megabyte download. So just click accept and continue on your way. Again, I'm just going to speed up this part because it's a bit boring. Okay, perfect. So you can take a look here and you'll see that the configuration page has come to us. So to make things easy, you see here it says website default website a new website. Let's just leave it as the default. The WordPress application name, just remove it. It's going to be localhost 80. And that should be good for everything. So just click continue and click yes to when it asks you for that little message. Now this is where you'd put your certificate information. We don't have one, or rather we're not really focused on that. So if you want, just put password 01 for everything. Okay. And click continue. Once that's done, again, just let it install, and I'm going to speed this up once again to make things go faster. Perfect. I didn't even need to speed it up. So now that it's done, you can click the launch WordPress, and we should be on to our new site. Let's just load it here. Perfect. So you're at the installation for the WordPress. We're at the final steps. We're just going to name the site title. Maybe Wilson's knowledge base. Username Wilson. And the password. That's a bit too complicated. Okay, I like this password instead. And email, you can put anything. So woson@woson.com. And Discourage, sure, why not? I like to save it. And just click install WordPress. It's going to work its magic in the background, and we'll do that. So now we're going to log in. Should have remembered our password from before. And perfect, we're in. So that's how you set it up from IIS. I hope this helped everybody. Tune in for next time. We'll configure some additional things, like we'll start having it so that it's domain only, and we'll start doing group policy. And so that's about everything. Thanks. Bye.